The last example that I did allowed students to actually have a sum that was over 100. I want to do another example with a different strategy, and I'll make sure that that number does not go over 100. Let's say I have the number 48 plus 27. And this time we want to use our place value strategies again, but without word form. We just want to use our numbers. So we know that 48 is 40 plus 8. We know that we want to add that to 27, which would be 2 10s, or 20, plus 7 ones. So by doing this, our students are clearly able to see what each number represents, our ones and our tens, but we're able to see that our value of 4 isn't the value of 4, it's 4 tens, which is 40. This 2 does not represent 2, it represents 2 tens, which is 20. Now when I go to add these, I can do the same thing. I can take my tens, and I know that 40 plus 20, 4 tens plus 2 tens, equals 60. And we want to make sure that we're using that vocabulary with our students. We don't want to just say 40 plus 20. We want to be cognizant that that is 4 tens and that that is 2 tens. 8 plus 7 is 15. So now we want our students to be able to add this with mental math, but if they're not able to do that yet, again, we can take this and say, hey, I know that 15 represents 10 and 5. So now I can take 60 plus another 10 and 60 plus 10 plus 5. And in my head, hopefully the students are able to say I have 6 tens plus another 10, so that's 70 plus 5 equals 75. By working it this way, students are able to start to see where that algorithm is going to come from. If you pay attention to your books, what you notice in there is that most of the practice that you see a box here and a box here, and you see the word tens and you see the ones. This is setting the students up for the algorithm, but at the same time, we don't want to just use that, because that's not going to give our students those rich experiences in fully understanding the place value component. This is still really just the algorithm. So I encourage you, when you are adding numbers with your students, to first start off using those manipulatives with those base 10 blocks. Then think about using the words with the 4 tens, the 8 ones, and then finally getting them to the point where they can see this, and as they do that, you're preparing them for that basic algorithm with adding numbers.